Hi guys, it's Evelyn from Twin Flames 3344. This is part 2 of 2. The first part was about energies in my trip this past week and a channeling that I did on the plane about Mary Magdalene and Jesus. So now I'm going to go into the card read stuff and the energies for the day and the mail headings. And again, for those of you who haven't watched the other video, my website is twinflames3344.com and my email is the same. It's twinflames3344@gmail.com. And I do coaching, I have my Reiki Master, I do card reads, I do numerology, and I have a CD out called Ashes, Twin Towers to Twin Flames. It has my third energy attached, and it's great for bringing up wounding and clearing, and hopefully you enjoy the music as well. They are love songs, and I wrote them. 7 of the songs were written on my journey to my twin. So that can be found on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, and CD Baby. And I'm just going to get going on the read for the Divine Masculine today. So the energies today is March 23rd, 2018. 23 is the King of Wands, so it's the man of passion. And then 37, which is the number the day adds up to, is the King of Cups, right? So he's the man of unconditional love. So what a day. We got the King of Wands and the King of Cups today. And it's Friday. And the sun's out here, and it's very good energy. And I was just out running, so I'm sorry if I'm still sweating a little bit. Definitely good energy today. Divine Masculine and read. I'm going to get into the male headings first, and then I will let you know what I have for the read today, and there may be a few more things that came up for me energetically. At 12:39 I have the real self, so be your authentic self. Take a look at what you've been doing. Are you always really being your authentic self? 151, Michael's, calling your protection. 5 o'clock, IMRS 2000. IMRS 2000. If you want this connection, you must go to 0 to 0 to 0 constantly. 511, the number 14 came up, and then recommended homes for you if you're thinking of moving. 14 recommended homes for you at 511. 6:39, not a mistake, official announcement. 7 o'clock, musician's friend. 7:01, 20 again. Let's start something beautiful. 8 o'clock, Easter Sunday. 8:01, this is it. 8:08, going on now. 8:46, loyalists, hosting a party. 8:50, open houses. 9:05, we've sweetened the deal. 9:28, you can have it all. Really. 9:36, Starbucks. Maybe you need some Starbucks. 9:37, your new favorites are waiting for you. 10:08, the big dance ends tonight. 10:39, join the party. 10:51, holister. Use holistic medicine, doctors. 11:52, clearance. Make sure you constantly clear. 12:04, 5 big game changers for the twin feminine. 12:04 again, 20 again. 12:13, get your glow on. Glow. That's your aura. Glow. 12:17 is the last one. Are you winning? Okay, those are my mail headings. Some of the energy that I got for myself today. It was funny because the name Derek came up, and that was the in the Tanya movie, Derek was the guy who bashed Nancy Kerrigan's knee. So it was funny that it came up again in my about me and my neighborhood. And then my neighbors, just what's going on around me. And what have I done has come up again. You know, oh no, what have I done? And that card actually is in the read, so I'll show it to you. New love, finances and career have been coming up a lot this week. Loving yourself first and physical activity. And that ADE name again, Addie, or Aid, depending on how you're looking at the word, but it keeps coming up in my codes that I do in the beginning of my reads. So this morning I got 5-2, 52, and 33. And by the way, 52 is the Queen of Swords, you know, the woman in mourning, and 33 is the Christ vibration, which is very representative of the divine masculine and divine feminine. Okay. Mary Magdalene and Jesus. 52 and 33. And then I got Don't Let the Sun Go Down on Me. That's for the divine masculine. Both of those were for the divine masculine, actually. Don't let the sun go down on me. And also stealing away into the night came up. And again, like I said, the 2 nights, not in this read, but for me, 3 nights came up yesterday and 2 nights today. So something maybe on the 25th, because that will be the end of the 3 nights. And for the official divine masculine read, I did a summary for you, and then I'll get into the read. The Hierophant was the only major arcana in this read. There were 3 swords, 2 cups, 4 pentacles, and 1 wand. So it's very much about work today, and he's in his head because he's got 3 swords. And we have the Knight of Cups, the Page of Swords, the King of Swords, and the Page of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is also in there, but that's not considered a court card because it's the 9 of Pentacles. But I would see it as a person. It doesn't have to be, it can be just an independent person. But I see it as a person in this read. So we have Cups, Swords, and Pentacles. The Hierophant can be Taurus. It's usually seen as Taurus energy, and that's the only major arcana, so that's the only specific sign I'm going to get from major arcana. But then we have Cups, Swords, and Pentacles, so the only suit that's not included here from the court cards are the wands, so no fire signs of Sag, Leo, or Aries is represented in the court cards, or the people represented in the read. I have, and I will show you the cards after I tell you the summary. For those of you who just want to hear the summary, God is putting his 2 cents in. After guides and angels are at their wits' end and attempting to get them to see the light, God is stepping in with no shoes on and his left foot forward, with 2 keys representing the white flag on the race track. There is no race. The surrender is the beginning. The keys to unconditional love, peace, the slow, patient walk away from perfection and toward nobility, humility, beauty, and sharing. Each step joyful, each bridge satisfying. After sudden announcement to the Queen of Pentacles, which is an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, at the full moon, which is past already. Although guarded to God, the divine masculine is growing roots upward despite the Empress reverse attempts to take him down. As he stands on her chest, like literally holding her down with his foot, looking at God like he's crazy, thinking there can be peace here. Do you see what I'm dealing with? This is the Wounded Warrior card, this one here, which I just thought was funny. This is him looking at God, like, really? So it also can be that there's a Sag-Aquarius split, Sagittarius-Aquarius. So, and the Sagittarius isn't in the main read, but under the bottom of the deck is the star card under the Hierophant. So that's where I get the Aquarius. So Aquarius and Sag split, but attempting to still work together under contract. The Queen of Pentacles did not get the message or announcement that went out to the public. He's been protecting himself from the Devil in divorce or Capricorn Libra after offers refused. The cards that came up from on the bottom of the deck from the Romance Angels was attraction, and then the numerology deck, the bottom, is relationship change. The bottom of the Tarot of Sexual Magic was the Seven of Wands, but it's like the protection card. It's either the creepy guy trying to, get something off a girl, or it can be a card of protection as well, protecting himself. So recently, there's news of a very difficult child in the family, or just a nasty, childish, wealthy family. In the foundation, choosing a path suddenly, leaving marriage, or becoming spiritual or non-traditional, or leaving a contract or a very serious commitment. And the Romance Angels that came out were give your relationship a chance, reconciliation, and trust. Centrally, the Divine Masculine trapped in his head, getting over loss and confusion, to start fresh, challenged by offer of love. The King of Cups wants to offer an apology and healing with unconditional love. Now, in his head and heart, is the Nine of Pentacles, the independent, well-rounded earth sign, earth sign and air sign, twin, that he's not talking to, ignoring him also, with happy family around. He wants to manifest a new start with heartfelt talk about separation and confession. Soon, the King of Swords is strong with, he has to be strong with his ex, or just being without a sexual relationship, and being in his logical or work self. And again, that's where I wrote down the 3 nights yesterday, is now coming up as 2 nights today. Or the ex-Leo is very masculine and cold, if it's a female, thus difficult child. He sees himself as a twin, but jealousy's coming up for the Divine Masculine again. He's jealous of his twins having fun with others, just like the Divine Feminine has felt like in the past about the Divine Masculine when he was out having fun all the time and she was crying. Around him is his work environment, where the worst is over, with he no longer has the need to defend himself. He needs to clear the idea of a legacy after losing his crown or his status, his money, stability, projects, or children. He needs to let go, and he's got the completion card in the numerology deck. That's purple. End of using status to be seen as the angel to get women and to be intimidating or in control. So it's the end of all of this. He can't use his status to do all these things anymore. Looking forward to ending projects and dropping burdens or confessing. He wants to start over on his own as a twin, helping others and having his wish and having satisfaction in making magic and passing the baton. Working side by side with the Nine of Pentacles woman, he, the Page of Pentacles, with the Nine of Pentacles, together making the Magician, the third energy. The love is there. He's just still a bit protective and guarded, and there could be 1 to 3 plus children involved. One child may be seeing their mirror, so they may be actually having a twin flame experience, and another may be jealous of the other. Marriage to the twin with children will be work, and this is how the Divine Masculine sees that. He's worried his kids will be difficult, expecting wealthy family, being able to spend whatever they want. Also, other commitments and religion, he must work out the details to protect from rejection, himself and also his twin and his children. He's worried about having to ignore his kids and family and be cold in order to manifest this partnership or relationship change. Okay, so that's the summary, and then I'm going to go through the cards for those of you who may want to pick up some more details about it. And I'll do some oracle cards as well. Okay, so the underlying energy, and I'm going to show you the way I have it positioned, and then I'm going to talk about it. This is the way I saw it. Okay, so the bottom card in the deck is the Hierophant, but I pulled up the cards behind it. Okay, so we have the Star card, or this could be Aquarius, and then we have, this is the card, this one here, the Nine of Swords, is the, like, what have I done card, where she's holding her head, what have I done, you know, like that kind of thing. Okay, so we have the Hierophant, which represents commitment, institution, God. Here, the first download I got, that it was God, which I don't usually get. You know, a lot of times it'll be marriage or divorce. It can be a religious leader, but it also just represents any type of commitments, institutions, hospitals, schools, all that kind of stuff. So again, here we have a card of nobility, and this is walking toward this. So it's like it seems like the Divine Masculine was away from his work, because this always comes up for me as the Divine Masculine's place of work. Okay, it's a coming together place where they can be creative and social and use their third energy, right? So it looks like he left, but he's going back right now. And again, you see the red, okay? And then the Hierophant has red. Red is all about grounding and protection. And so I was getting, like, here, you know, the angels have been working on them and they're struggling, you know. The angels are saying, oh my God, how can I do this anymore? And so then God's stepping in. He's the one with all the light, right? He's got all the light, all the stars. And he's coming in with peace. You know, he's got no shoes on. He's not in control. He's allowing. But he's also putting his foot down, okay? So he's getting the masculine, you know, to stop feeling bad for himself and get back to work. You have work to do. You need to come together with your Divine Feminine. This is a very a noble coming together card. Okay, so this is underlying energy. And then in the mini deck, this is what I have. The bottom card here is the Wounded Warrior. It's the Nine of Wands. He's protecting himself. You see all the roots growing up. Even though he's protecting himself, he really is awakened. I mean, you know, ever since I've known my twin, he's been awakened. You know, I always felt like in so many ways he was much more higher vibrational than me. And this is showing those roots. Despite his defensiveness towards God, he's still growing those roots up. Even though he's got his foot on the Empress here, who's reversed. It seems like he's standing on her neck. And he's looking at God like, really? Is my situation not bad enough? How is this going to be peaceful? And then here's the full moon, which is passed already. And then we have this, you know, some kind of message coming to the Queen of Pentacles, but her back is turned, so she doesn't get the message. Okay? In the recent past, we have the Page of Swords, and that's about news or communication. It can be an air child who is Libra, Aquarius, or Gemini. And then you have this wealthy family situation, and the same child is reversed here. So now all these cards in my read are upright. So it's not really expressing the negative or the positive energy from it. So this is showing you it's the negative of this, okay? But it's also showing you that one of the children, you know, may be having a twin experience. because they're experiencing their mirror. Okay, but it also could be very, this can be nastiness. It can be very childish communication, or just really mean-spirited things, or just kids spouting off at the mouth, being really difficult at home. They can actually have issues like bipolar issues, or just ADD, whatever it is. But it's verbal. They're going off at the mouth. It could be just giving someone the silent treatment as well. Okay, so difficulties with a child, or just difficulty with communications in general with the family. Okay, and this is the Page of Swords. It can be just news, it can be messages, it can be emails, and it's above the Hierophant. So it could be messages, receiving a negative message from God, maybe because God's getting a little angry with the Divine Masculine. Maybe he's getting good and bad from God, or it could be someone's religious leader giving them a nasty message, or just coming out of a marital or divorce situation, okay, or a contract through work. It could be a negative message, but it's regarding family legacy. So even if it's at work, it's regarding family, some kind of family involved in the work situation. The foundation for the Divine Masculine is the Two of Wands, which is like twin flames, but it's also choosing a path. And it was clarified with the Hierophant reversed and the Tower. So it's like a sudden divorce, okay, sudden separation, choosing a new path. But it also can be just a new path of spirituality, of thinking outside the box, of leaving a commitment, any kind of commitment, a work commitment, a school commitment, any larger, traditional institution type commitment. It could be a change of that, or leaving, and that could be leaving the job. Okay, but it's very sudden because we've got the Tower here. Sudden choice of path. The central issue for the read is the Eight of Swords, which is totally being, inside your head. It can be someone in prison as well. Okay, all of the cups have been drained here. Got the Seven of Cups and the Five of Cups both reversed, which this is normally, getting over a loss. And some people think this is upright is illusion, so that reversed is good because you're whittling down, or, getting down to just one or two choices instead of seven. But also, this card, upright, it's about your dreams. Just needing to be discerning about them, because some are snakes, and some are covered, like the surprise here, which is, the spiritual that you don't need to see. You're supposed to have faith about that one. But when people see jewels and they see new houses and all, and snake, they don't know what's real and what's not. Okay, but here reversed, yes, it may be coming down to some more realistic choices, but it's also dumping out all your dreams. It's okay to dream. You just need to be more discerning, and you have to let go of sadness and loss. Okay, and get out of your head. So if there's a divorce going on, it's dumping out all the things that the Divine Masculine, once loved, to start over again. They're in their head. It's difficult. It's not easy to do something like that. Or just breaking any commitment. Okay. The challenge is the Knight of Cups, offering love, and it's clarified with the King of Cups. Okay, it's actually an offer of love from the King of Cups, wanting to apologize, healing, forgiveness. But it's a challenge for him, because that means he's got to open up his heart and be real, be loving. And he's not sure how he's going to be received. The Romance Angel cards that came out are these three cards. Give your relationship a chance, reconciliation, and trust. Okay, and I'll show you the pictures. Work on your partnership. Someone from your past is returning to your life, in reconciliation. And trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. Okay, which is so important. Like I said, surrender is patience and faith. Those are the two hardest to remember. To be patient. Mission doesn't have to be where you're moving. Just because you're being still doesn't mean you're not on mission. Just clearing every day is mission. You're helping the whole collective when you clear for yourself. In the now moment, there are two sets of clarifications, but this is in the head and heart of the Divine Masculine, the Nine of Pentacles. This could be his own independence and being surrounded with everything he loves and needs and being very comfortable. But it also could be the person his focus is on, because it's in his head and heart. And here's him, not talking to her, okay? So this is his Divine Feminine. He sees his Divine Feminine as having everything she needs, and he's not talking to her. And now on the right side of this, and the separate clarification, right? So the right side of her, we have this, okay, which is the twins seeing each other in the mirror. It's also air signs, okay, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. But it's that it's referencing to her, because he's not talking to her, but she's not expressing to him either. She's ignoring him too, and just hanging out with family, because she's got happy family around. And he sees this. And on the other side of her is the Magician and the Wounded Warrior. It's like he wants to change things and manifest, but he's got to go through this first of opening up to the Divine Feminine, and taking a risk that she'll be open to hearing him. So that's why he's all in his head, and he's been that way off and on for forever, but more so for a couple days. And it's been interesting too, because more recently, where the Divine Masculine rarely had any cups. Divine Masculines are coming up regularly with more cups now, whereas before they were always about the money and always about the work stuff. So in the near future, he comes up as the King of Swords, right? He's very direct, concise, logical, and it's clarified with the Lovers reversed and the Strength card. So it's about him being strong without a lover. It could be about his Leo ex, that he needs to be cold with her, okay? Or it could just be him being strong, and not having a sex life. But it is showing up as the King of Swords. It could be somebody else other than the Divine Masculine in his life too, and it can represent the karmic as a very masculine energy, who's cold, who's the ex. He sees himself as the Six of Cups. I love that card. Something like this. Okay, so you have the Knight of Cups reversed and the Three of Cups. So it's like showing that it can be kids, but I often see this about the twins, especially since we're inquiring specifically about the twin relationship. It's about their coming together, and in my read that I did on the plane this week about Mary and Jesus, the twins were coming up as the Divine Masculine being the Page of Wands, and the Divine Feminine as the Page of Cups. The pure innocence, the pure inspiration, and the pure love. So here it looks like there's some jealousy there, like that when one twin is socializing, the other twin is jealous. Which makes sense, because that the Divine Masculine would feel this way now, because when the Divine Feminine was crying for that long, long time, he was out traveling, having fun, having multiple partners, and this is now what's happening to him. Now he's feeling jealous when the Divine Feminine is now happy and trying to get her life back together and not be sad all the time. So around him and his environment is coming up his workplace, okay? There's a lot of working on details there, specializing. And the clarification cards, it's the Seven of Wands reversed and the Ten of Swords reversed, which is like, this is the very end of the sword cycle, so the worst is over, whatever betrayal or suffering or whatever it was, or even back pain, is now, the worst is over, and he no longer feels like he needs to defend himself, because usually with this upright, he's standing up for himself. Here is either he's being overtaken and overwhelmed by other people, or he just doesn't care anymore. He's letting go, And this is showing you he's letting go. It's the end of it, the worst of it. So in his work environment, he doesn't care anymore. He's not defending himself. He doesn't care what they think. And if they don't agree, that's too bad. And his outbox is the Ten of Pentacles. It's the idea of legacy. That he needs to be, it's superficial. What it means to be happy is to have the rich family with all the right friends and the right connections, the right clothes. This is what this represents. Nothing wrong with leaving your kids legacy, but if it's focused on financial and not love, then that's a problem. Okay, the clarification is the King of Pentacles reversed, the Four of Wands reversed, the Page of Pentacles reversed. This is all about loss of honor, loss of status and money, right? Loss of groundedness, loss of being able to give to everybody and be the man, And then here's an instability or moving. And then here is projects and stuff and kids reversed, ungrounded. So it's like letting go of the idea of what family legacy is. It's obviously not working out. You have to have a different vision. Let go of the outcome and just allow. When you love, you don't need to plan the outcome because it comes naturally. The universe just supplies what you need when you let go and allow. In the outcome, we have the Page of Pentacles, and then on the right side of the Page of Pentacles are these two cards, which were attached to the Wounded Warrior and the Magician that I showed you before. Okay, and this is the separation between the twins, that they have a connection but no physical one. And here is the Confession, or the burdens. Okay, and this is very representative of the destiny of the Divine Masculine, because we're constantly going to be co-creating, constantly recreating our projects and revamping. It's like always having inspiration. Okay, so it's very representative of that work. But here's the Divine Masculine, at a distance from the Divine Feminine, and wanting to. It could even be a child. So he's offering something small. It could be a message or something, or an invitation to apologize or confess or something to the Divine Feminine. He could even be sending a child as a messenger to the Divine Feminine. On the other side of the Page of Pentacles is the King of Pentacles and the Temperance card. Okay, so the left side of this page, and it's on top of the numerology card, which came out for the Divine Masculine, is completion. So he needs to complete the cycle. It's 9, it's endings, it's all purple, it's all about third eye up to crown, working on his spirituality. And letting go of the King of Pentacles idea, who's all about status and money, right? Chasing women because he's got the power. And being the angel for everyone, because he's doing everything for everyone else but himself. Okay? So in order to keep the balance, he can't keep it if he continues to give to everyone else and not to himself, and relying on a superficial life. He needs to complete that cycle. So that was pretty much the read. I'm going to show you the attraction card. This was the bottom of the Romance Angels deck. An attraction reads, you attract romantic love by enjoying this moment fully. And these were the bottom cards in the Tarot of Sexual Magic. Okay, so this is like protection, or he could be kind of a creepy guy too, trying to get something. And this is the Justice card, or the Libra, and then the Devil card, or the Capricorn. So the Capricorn and Libra also came up. They're just not part of the main read. They're underlying energies. Okay. Also, I do the after the read card, which is supposed to come after the read, and we have the Magician again. So it's very strong manifestation energies. You want to see that a little bit more? The Magician in this deck. And 2 more clarification cards for the outcome as well. Okay, this is Getting the Wish, and this is like the Twin Flame card. Choosing a path having the world in his hand and getting his wish. So it's actually very positive with the Magician. It's very powerful. The other cards, I'm sorry, at the bottom of the outcome, the ones I just showed you is the very end, the after the outcome. And this has to do with, you know, working too hard. He's gonna, and then the card from the Tarot of Sexual Magic about dropping the burdens, confessing, because this is the end of the cycle. He just can't carry this weight anymore. You see him, he's behind the Three of Wands, and he just, you know, he's gonna drop, you know, because somebody else isn't doing as much as he is. So there may be, he wants to just, I was getting to this page of Pentacles, that he wants to drop everything he's doing now and start over on his own with a new project. Just him, without being connected to anyone else. Could be connected to his twin, because then we have, these two cards are actually next to each other. So you see that as being the two twins starting a project together. Yeah. I mean, there is love there, but he's still, you know, he's still guarded and a little defensive, protective of himself. But you have the Knight of Cups and the Six of Cups, which are really beautiful. And the King of Cups, clarifying the Knight of Cups, upright. So there is definite love there. I'm going to pull a few cards for the Divine Masculine and the Divine Feminine. I just want to take a sip of water. So first we'll do the Ascension deck. Okay. For the Divine Feminine, what's the advice for the Divine Feminine? Organic, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. Okay. What's the message for the Organic, Divine Feminine, Twin Flames? And we get water. How perfect, since I just drank water. If you're interested, the bottom of the deck is the Mahatma energy, is number 6. Water says, this is for the Divine Feminines, 15. Number 15. I'm going to pause for just a moment. Okay, so the Divine Feminine has water. Like I said, it's number 15, which is the number of the devil. It is a 6, so it's love, family, and community. But the 15 is the 5 on the inside, which is of freedom, excitement, fun, sex, change. So it's very unsettled on the inside, but fun and exciting. And then on the outside, being more masculine and very focused. That's the devil energy. So it can be deceiving, right? Water permeates everything, including the cells of your body. It carries pure divine love and special qualities that can assist with ascension. Poseidon is in charge of the waters. Neptune is his elemental master and directs the entities. Ask them to cleanse emotions, emotionally based illnesses, and relationship difficulties. Your guidance is to bless water everywhere, to bring it to the 5th dimension. Ask Poseidon to link you to the music of the spheres, to access the sounds of your perfect divine blueprint and start to reinstate it. Water, I love you, bless you, and thank you. I direct you to spread love around the planet. Okay, so, and I actually talk to my water every day when I fill my water glass to help you spread love around the world. So you can talk to your water and bless it, and just don't forget to drink it. It's so important. Every day, make sure you drink plenty of water and get away from all those other drinks that aren't good for you. Okay? And water makes you more clear for your connection. It's like ultrasound gel for spiritual connection. Okay, for the Divine Masculine, Organic, Divine Masculine, Twin Flames, what is the advice? What is the advice? What is the advice? What is the advice for the Organic, Divine Masculine, Twin Flames? What is the advice? We have Buddha. Okay, the bottom of the deck is Marco, if anyone wants to know, which is 47. The Divine Masculine has Buddha, which is 33, which is also the Christ vibration. It's a 3, which is self-expression, being able to express yourself exactly the way you want to. And with a 33, it's being seen exactly as who you are, because there's a 3 on the outside and a 3 on the inside. It's good luck, and it's a happy-go-lucky person, and it's very social energy, and it has to do with siblings as well. It's a 6, so again, it's a love, family, and community. So both the Divine Masculine and Divine Feminine got 6s, just in different forms. When you draw this card, Lord Gautama, who became the Buddha, is calling you to live in a state of peace, compassion, and enlightenment. You're ready to expand your consciousness to include all that is and to view the world from a higher perspective. You're asked to live in total harmlessness with all things. This creates safety for you, for all creatures will love you and feel safe with you. Your guidance is to remember we are all one and to treat each person, animal, and sentient being as if they are a beloved part of you. I am one with everyone and everything. And my perfect example of that for you is my pet ants. I had 3 ants in my house all last year who hung out in my kitchen, for those of you who haven't heard this story before. And they disappeared for a little while recently, and then more recently, I have about 5 of them that came back. And I talked to one of those ants about bringing so many friends back. So I'm going to have to start taking them out of the house again. But I literally take them out one by one if they come in. And when I started doing that last year, I ended up with 3 ants. I just stopped taking them out because they kept coming back in as soon as I took them out. But they didn't bring any other ants back in. It was literally 3 ants for the whole year. They sleep in the middle of my counter. And yes, I have to wipe down my counters every morning when they come out there. But, you know, they just sit there, sit on the edge of the sink, like clinging themselves while I'm washing dishes. They're not afraid of me. I have to stick my nail under the little butts to get them to go away. It's pretty funny. But this is my test of oneness. So it's a perfect example for the Divine Masculine. So that's the Ascension deck. Now we have the Past Life deck. Okay, clear. This is for the Divine Feminine. Divine Feminine, Organic Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. Organic Divine Feminine, Twin Flames. And what is the advice for the Organic Divine Feminine, Twin Flames? We have Transportation, and actually Karmic Relationships wants to come out too. Karmic Relationships and Transportation. And the bottom, in case you're interested, is Celtic or Celtic, depending on how you pronounce it. I'm going to show you the pictures clearly so you can pick up any messages you might get directly. So yes, this is a train, transportation, and again, this is the Past Life deck. So you might have some wounds to clear having to do with transportation, particularly by train. And there may have been a karmic relationship here, okay? And you got an airplane there. So there's definitely travel issues here from karmic relationships. Maybe you had a distant relationship in a past life. So there was a lot of pain involved with not being able to see each other. Or maybe somebody was killed by a plane or a train. So look back into your uncomfortableness and see what it has to tell you. And think of transportation, planes and trains specifically, to see where something might be coming up for you. That's for the Divine Feminine. And then Divine Masculine, Organic, Divine Masculine, Twin Flames. What is the advice for the Divine Masculine, Organic, Divine Masculine, Twin Flames? What is the advice? What is the advice? The Divine Masculine, Twin Flames. We have imprisonment or slavery. Okay, so again, and actually this Native American wants to come off the bottom as well. Native American. Okay, so Indian. And the bottom of the deck is trees for the Divine Masculine. And specifically the sun coming through the trees. And this card reminds me of when I was in France and I got the card for the day on my retreat of the crucifixion. It was two tree lined paths with the sun coming in between, and that reminds me very much of this card. And that was the crucifixion. It was about the message I'd gotten in France when we were lying at the bottom of the Cathars castle, where I got from Jesus, look to the sun and to the butterflies, and why would you keep your eyes closed when there's all of this to see? And that was coming from his time on the cross. Spirit's connecting. So these are the Divine Masculine past life cards. So there may be some kind of imprisonment or slavery issues from past life that you need to clear, as well as being a Native American Indian. Okay, and I always get this card too as a funnel. It could be a spaceship too. Do you get anything from that visual? And this one as well. There may be something else you get from it being upside down. I'm seeing portals. Definitely. You see how this matches this portal. They're just mirrors of each other. Okay. So you might want to look back and see if you have any past lives that come up for you as Native American, or if you have ancestry that's Native American, or as well, it could be in this life as well, imprisonment or slavery. Someone could be in jail now. Maybe the kids are out back in a tent. Okay, so whatever this relates to, it's telling you to focus on whatever comes up for you in relation to this, that it means something, so look into it. And then for the last card, I'm going to pull from the Journey of Love. This is for the Divine Feminine, Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. What is the advice for the Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames? 2 cards came up. Actually 3. I'm not going to do 3. I'm going to pull again, okay? The Divine Feminine Twin Flames. Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. Okay, now we got one. That is Angel of Jupiter Awakened, 6. Ethereal Touch actually wanted to come off the bottom as well. It's 27. Okay, the bottom of the deck is Legacy of Light. And interesting, it's 53. We were just talking about legacy. I have to focus on the idea of legacy in a superficial financial way. And 53 is a catapult as well, that number. So that could be referring to like a sudden illumination for someone. Now this is for the Divine Feminine, but it could be for the Divine Masculine as well, that telling you that he's going to suddenly be hit by light. Okay, so number 6. Angel of Jupiter Awaken. For the Organic Divine Feminine Twin Flames. Beloved, within you there's a magnificence, greatness, and the ability to live bolder, larger, and more exuberantly than you may have ever imagined. Awaken that keen spirit, hungry for adventure and new experience. The angel of Jupiter, the spirit of bold expansion and divine generosity, lives within you. Your spirit cannot be made small, but must be free. Start now, feel the endlessness of your own heart. What can be done to live bigger? A smile? A yes to that offer of adventure? Sharing vulnerability without fear? Taking a step forward into the unknown? Daring to imagine that the divine doesn't just happen to you, but happens through you, as you? Embrace the courage of your own open heart and dare to dream, beloved. The bold divine nature within you is calling you to great things. Now is your time to awaken. This oracle holds a message of guidance for you. You are being given an opportunity that can change your life. Don't hesitate to accept it. If you are acting with more assertiveness, more generosity, more playfulness, more spiritual authority than usual, this is confirmation that this is coming from a genuine place within you. If you're experiencing some havoc in your life and Spirit's connecting with me, or a sense that things are changing, this oracle comes as affirmation. Yes, there is change, and yes, you are outgrowing what once was, and you will be prepared to receive that which is more suited for your next stage of growth. And the poem reads, Awaken your arms, I wait to stop time, savoring each moment for an eternity. Like an angel, you light the room, your love giving life to the love I've held within. Unbridled and free, our dream unfolds, and we are forever changed. Okay, so just allow your light to come through. Don't question every little thing. Don't beat yourself up about, did you make a mistake or anything like that. It's all good. Even the things you feel like are mistakes are actually part of the journey to get you to another step. So just allow it all to come through you and be accepting of yourself. 27, and again we got 6 again. So you had 2 6s for the other 2 cards. The past life deck don't have numbers, but the Journey of Love now had 6, and the other 2 cards were 6, so 3 6s so far. Then the second card that came out for you guys was Ethereal Touch. You can see the picture. And it's 27, which is a 9, which we had a 9 in the numerology deck too. It was completion, which 9s are. It's endings, it's universal selflessness and compassion. And 27 is the 7 of the spirituality with the feminine energy on the outside. So it's a very soft number. Ethereal touch. Spirit is present in your very touch at this time, and you're having an impact on the world around you, particularly your close relationships, in ways that are far more profound than may be immediately obvious. The touch of your soul is ethereal, spiritual, of light and sound. It moves the heart and opens pathways of possibility through love, faith, and trust that would otherwise be impossible to access. Trust in the presence of your divine in your touch, physical and spiritual. Your healing presence is making waves of love rise and stir in this world, and the divine lives and breathes through you, beloved. Remember that though the sacred temple of your body gifts you with hands through which to hold and give, it is the soul within the flesh that renders touch a sacred healing. This oracle guides you to accept and embrace your healing abilities and to trust that you can feel your way through life by opening your hands to receive and taking hold of the opportunities that are presented to you. You are meant to touch the world with your spirit. And the poem reads, in a world of no coincidences and no mistakes, you are heaven sent. I thank God for the opportunity to know you, to experience your kindness, your generosity, and most of all, our love. How long I have waited, and Spirit's connecting with me, to open my heart, to bare my soul, to let my power comfort and my arms hold, to let my wisdom counsel and my love awaken. While this is only the beginning, when I look in your eyes, I know. And I love that it said, well, this is only the beginning, because that was one of the statements too when I channeled Mary Magdalene on the plane, that this is only the beginning. Don't be afraid of yourself. They both said basically the same message, to trust what your gift is and to allow it to shine. So for Divine Masculine Twin Flames, Organic Divine Masculine Twin Flames, what is the guidance for the Divine Masculine Twin Flames? The same 2 cards just came out. I'm going to shuffle again though, since I just read those. For the Divine Masculine, is there anything else the Divine Masculine needs? For the Organic Divine Masculine Twin Flames, the Organic Divine Masculine Twin Flames, what is the advice? Oh, and we got Dream a Little. I love that's 51 is the King of Swords. And actually the Heart Fire wanted to come up too, which is all red, which was all about my trip. I was getting red everything. It's grounding and safety. If the Divine Masculine wants to know, at the bottom of the deck is the Mother Praise. And that one is 15 again. We had that for the other deck. So here we have, and again that's the Devil. We have Dream a Little 51, which is the Knight of Swords, and we also have the 1 card, which is the Magician. And they both came up in the read today. So perfect. 51 is Dream a Little. The Divine wants to bless you with inspiration, just as a lover would come to the door of the beloved with a spontaneous gift of flowers. So dream a little, let your imagination wander and wonder, what if? What else could be, breaking down the rigid walls of expectation? Just because something has not been does not indicate that it must continue in the same way. So dream a little and receive your spiritual gift. This oracle brings you guidance. A spiritual gift of inspiration is on its way or has just been received recently. It isn't flight of fancy, it's a gift from the Divine. Receive it and believe in new possibilities. And the poem reads, from unexpected meetings we talked and shared our lifetime, a gentle, peaceful, quiet time reflected in our smile. We winged our way to distant places and walked along remembered faces of lives we knew we lived some time before. And like a bud about to flower and spirits connecting, having reached its appointed hour, we watch ourselves begin to open in the warm touch of spring. How perfect. And then number 1 is Heart Fire. And again, that's the Magician's energy. And the Heart Fire reads, passion is igniting within you, Divine Masculines. It is not a time when things will remain still, even if the change is only sensed as a subtle stirring underneath the surface of things. Even if slow at first, passion will unfold from within your heart, soon to be burning bright like the sun, unrestrained. You are learning how to ride waves of passion, through eruptions of heat and descent into coolness, bearing the absence of fire only to realize it is returning to you again. Ride its waves, knowing that passionate bliss will always return to a heart that is on fire with love for life. The coolness allows us to experience, and Spirit's connecting, the coolness allows us to experience the heat. Once you realize the fire emerging within you will ebb and flow, you will trust in its presence. You will realize that whether your passionate fire is obvious, drawing you into life, or dwelling quietly within, gaining power from the deepest sources of your being, soon to rise once more, it is constant in your heart. Accept the fire of your heart and know that this is how you are meant to be, on fire with love for all that is. This oracle brings a message for you. Trust the passion and the fire of your heart to guide your decisions now. What would make you feel most alive? Spirit's connecting again. Choose that. If you're feeling a lack of genuine passion in your life, take comfort that it's awakening in your own heart now, bringing something that has been long in rest back to life. And the poem reads, life unfolds in wondrous ways, and time together fills the days, with unexpected gifts beyond our wildest dreams, like open hearts as feelings start to face the longing when we part. Our souls know this is more than what it seems. In gratitude I offer prayer, with thanks for this love so rare, asking guidance on this sweet sojourn. The answers come in tears that flow, emotions raw and Spirit's connecting, and smiles that show. Becoming one, Spirit's connecting again, is worth the wait until I can return. Okay? So know that just because passion dies down doesn't mean it's not still there. It's just the ebb and flow of life. Just like I forget which card it is, the blood dance. It's about the blood going in and out of the body. Just because we get disconnected from source doesn't mean we will be connected again. It's just the blood going out to the limbs. It leaves us, and we go away and go do our 3D thing, and then it comes back and we get connected again. It's the same here. Just because the passion may come down doesn't mean it's not going to rise again. It will keep rising and rising and rising as long as you follow your heart's path. Okay? So I hope you enjoyed this message, and watch my other video. I had a great read on Mary Magdalene and some other great downloads. And have an amazing week. Be good to yourselves. Make sure to drink a lot of water and exercise. Get outside and ground yourself. Ground, 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 ground. That's an order. Okay? Be good to yourselves and rise and be loved.